Lieutenant Governor Jenean Hampton was elected into office in November 2015. Active in areas of education, entrepreneurship, and emergency preparedness, she has visited students and teachers in over 180 schools across Kentucky. Her Lieutenant Governor's Entrepreneurship Challenge for high school students, a Shark Tank-style competition, has already awarded $180,000 of in-state scholarship funds to winning teams. She also created the STEM Challenge for middle school girls and the Bluegrass Book Buddies Challenge for readers of all ages. Seeing a great need for collaboration, she created the Kentucky Aerospace Industry Consortium to foster networking and support in the aerospace and aviation industries, which are Kentucky's largest export. How many of you all knew that? An Air Force veteran, she is a member of the Kentucky Veterans Hall of Fame and is actively working on projects that address the needs of both veterans and active military in Kentucky, as well as the safety of all Kentuckians across the Commonwealth. It is my honor to introduce to you Lieutenant Governor Jenean Hampton.
Thank you and good afternoon. It is such an honor to be invited to this 50th anniversary of Kentucky Talking Books. You know, there's an old Twilight Zone episode that some of you with gray hair might remember, and it's the episode where a gentleman survives a nuclear blast, and he appears to be the last surviving person on Earth. And he first was sad, but then he was happy when he realizes he would get to spend eternity with his beloved books until he breaks his glasses. And his eyesight was such that he needed his glasses. I remember seeing that episode. I must have been 7 or 8 years old. And when he broke his glasses, I went, because I understood. I cannot imagine a world without books. I cannot. Reading was so fundamental to my sisters and I growing up poor in Detroit. We simply could not believe. My mom always said, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. So we couldn't believe the library was free. We didn't believe her at first. And so it's like, let me get this straight. We can read, we can check out as many books as we want as long as we get them back before the due date or by the due date. Whoa, this is really too good. This is too good to be true. Reading expanded my universe. It really did. Expanded my imagination, took me to other places outside of Detroit, just introduced us to how other people think and live and work and solve problems. And it didn't matter, almost didn't matter what you were reading. It really didn't. So I am just thrilled that Kentucky Talking Books is such a key plays such a key role in allowing the visually impaired to have that same experience. I think back to the guy in the Twilight Zone episode. That was my worst nightmare, that the day would come when I could not open a book and read. And of course, one of the first places I visited when I became Lieutenant Governor was here to see the place where books are recorded. And it is so interesting to see the technology and how the technology has evolved over time. And I'm really thrilled to hear that the next step is already underway to transform or translate the books into a digital format. No one could ever have envisioned when the program began 50 years ago that it would go from, what was it on reel to reel back then, or tapes, reel to reel to cassettes to, and this is so interesting because I just got rid of my I had a cassette player. I just got rid of my turntable, okay? So I actually had those old devices. But to see it evolve now to where it is, to where it'll be on demand and voice command, wow. Did you ever think you would live to see that? And who knows, in another 50 years, maybe even another 10 years, there will be technology that none of us envision, and it will make books even more accessible to everyone. So I want to thank the volunteers. I want to thank the readers. You make me want to just, any book that you've recorded, I just want to go check it out and listen. I could listen to you all day. But this is such a wonderful program. What a blessing that those who are visually impaired are able to have that same experience as the rest of us. And I love that this organization is here. This is probably one of Kentucky's hidden gems, but I hope it's disseminated to everyone who needs to hear about it. And I'm just overjoyed for you, because I know the joy of reading, and that you can have that too just thrills me. So congratulations on 50 years. I know there's going to be at least another 50 years, and who knows what that looks like, but I'm sure it's going to be equally as incredible. Congratulations to everyone here. God bless you all, and happy reading. Thank you.